So good to see you all. We've got a regular little community here in the morning, and I think for me that's just wonderful. So I hope, well, obviously you're coming back, so you must be enjoying it in some way. Well, I hope so anyway. So we'll begin, um, and today we're going to do the meditation called the Mindfulness of Breathing, which is the meditation where we follow the breath. And I'm not going to say too much about it, except that it's really important that we don't try and fight with our minds. We don't try and get into a kind of a battle, a conflict with our thoughts, because our thoughts will just come and go as they wish to. And if we get into conflict with them, we're just adding to the pile of thoughts that are there already. So the way to calm the mind is just to the mind finds that difficult to do anything about. So if we're just patient with the mind, let thoughts go, the mind settles. The mind just automatically settles. So that's what we're trying to do. Not getting caught up in trying to stop thoughts. So we're going to. I think we'll just start, shall we? And I'll lead each stage. Basically, the first two stages count, and the last two stages I'll guide you through it. And I'll leave quite a few spaces this morning for you to just meditate without me wittering in the background. Okay, so we'll start as we always start with just settling in, just relaxing, becoming present with how we are, and just moving slowly into the meditation. So just checking your posture, making sure you're comfortable. You might be lying on the bed or on the floor, sitting on a chair, sitting on a cushion or a stool, wherever you are, just checking that you're comfy, that you're well supported, you're sitting up reasonably straight so that you're alert, but that you're also relaxed and comfortable. And just noticing the weight of your body, pressing down on the bed, floor or chair, cushion, just allowing it to be held by whatever you're sitting or laying on. Letting gravity hold you. And just taking stock of how you are mentally. Busy mind, quiet mind. How you are emotionally. Happy, sad, anxious, just okay. Sleepy, tired, and how you are in your body physically. You might be feeling quite rested, pleasant feelings in the body, or maybe tightness and aches in the body, a bit unpleasant. be just okay in the body. So whatever the state of our mind and our body and our emotions, just accepting them as they are, where we are just now, and just a plain fact, it's just the truth. So we're not trying to change that, just accepting exactly how we are right now. And bringing our attention up to the down, wherever we are, to the chest. Noticing the movement of the breath. Chest expanding on the in-breath. Contracting on the out. Not forcing the breathing in any way, just allowing the breath to come very naturally as it wishes to. Maybe on each out breath we can just relax a little bit. A little bit more on the next out breath. So this is the mindfulness of breathing. And in the first stage, we're just going to notice the out breaths, just helping us to relax, following each out breath right to the end, and then placing a number at the end of the out breath, beginning with 1, and then 2 on the next out breath, 3 on the next out breath, and so on till we get to 10. And once we get to 10, just starting again. Well, of course, the chances are you won't get to 10. You thought will distract you probably after 1 or 2 or 3, and that's okay. So just allowing that to be and coming back to the counting, to the breath, to the counting, and beginning again at 1. So we're following each out breath right to the end, then placing a number right at the very end, beginning with 1 and going up to 10. And if you get distracted, just very kindly, very gently coming back to the breath and the counting. Being very patient with any thoughts that arise, just noticing them and letting them go. Letting go of the counting for a moment, just making sure that you're comfortable, checking your posture. And then when you're ready, we're going to count just before each in-breath, right at the very beginning. In the same way, beginning with 1, then 2 for the next in-breath, 3, and so on up to 10, then beginning again at 1. So the in-breath brings us energy. The in-breath helps us to come alive. Counting 1 and breathing in energy. Not getting too caught up with the counting. We're just using the counting as a way of concentrating. It doesn't matter whether we never get to, we're not trying to get to 10. So just noticing each in-breath, counting at the very beginning of each one. Third stage, we're going to drop the counting altogether now and move our attention to the breath in the body, beginning with the upper body, the chest area, the upper back, and the sides of the body. Just noticing that as we breathe in and breathe out, noticing the movement, noticing the sensations of the movement and the sensations of the breath in the body, coming and going. If you can, just letting yourself be absorbed by the movement of the breath in the body. Just getting lost in the rhythm, in the sensation, as much as you're able. Maybe noticing, if you can, where you pull the breath into the body, where the breath first begins to be drawn into the lungs. Is it in the throat? Is it in the lungs themselves? Or is it lower down the body somewhere? Just being curious. And just noticing where else you can feel the breath breathing. Maybe in the legs, the arms, jaw, cheeks. Where can you feel this breathing movement? And in the fourth and final stage, moving your awareness up to the point where the breath enters the body, somewhere around the nostrils or the upper lip, and just noticing the subtle sensations of the breath as it brushes past the nostrils or past the upper lip, really focusing in. How does that feel? Without thinking about it too much, just noticing the quality of the breath. Noticing in the temperature of the breath? Is it different? Does it vary from when it comes into the body or when it comes out? Is it different temperature? And for the last few moments of this meditation, just dropping all effort now, just sitting with your experience, noticing whatever's happening with a sense of acceptance and patience. And perhaps